Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and open it up to experiences and questions, and then we'll do a little bit of a process. So unmute yourself or type in. Feel free to fire away.
Well, I think if anyone had joined us from the Astara practice, they're
Yeah.
probably like me right now. Let me see anybody in the chat or anything. I don't know. Maybe they're just
Okay.
ready to do practice.
How about we just jump in?
Yeah.
So let's go to page 15 and the cardiovascular system. So when we look at this, a lot of times when we think of like treating a condition, a symptom, or here we're just trying to even improve the function of the system itself. We look at it as like if I do this particular thing, it will have this effect. Here, it's not so much about just doing one thing, but you're doing a series of things. And each system has its own blend. And so when you want to go through and treat a particular system, you want to do the whole segment. You don't want to just do a little piece of it, because what you're doing is you're generating the movement within the body or within the psyche. You're bringing in soul energy and you're directing it specifically to an area of the body. And depending on the levels of expansion, it will address different things. The deeper it goes, one of the things that it will displace is stress. On a superficial level, it will start to address fear. And then after fear, it will start to address like traumas and micro traumas. And this isn't necessarily a trauma or micro trauma isn't necessarily just our emotional or psychological past experiences, but even within the body experiences traumas that doesn't register in the brain or in the emotions. And so they cause these little triggers or these little loops to happen. Energy gets stuck because of these things. Then, as there starts to be even greater levels of expansion, you're starting to flush out the elements or the elementals, the energetic aspect that's of the earth that helps to maintain whatever that pattern is. When it's good health, it's great for us. But, life happens, things happen. We get a little older, we get injured, we fall down and hurt our shoulder, or get into a little car accident, or, we had a stressful job for a decade, or, whatever it might be. And so now we're starting to have elements or elementals associated with these negative experiences that are maintaining it in the body, right? So we're wanting to flush these out. And then when we start to have an even deeper experience, there starts to be a shift. And as this shift happens, one of the things that happens is like that's basically how we would explain stress is a shift happens. A lot of times it's a negative shift when we get stressed out, but even positive things can cause a shift. Here, doing this process, you're causing a positive shift, but your body is basically saying to you, I don't know about that. Like, we're doing this, we've been doing it for a while, we've been doing this for years. Like, why are you making this shift? Why are you making this change? And that same thing that produces or maintains our good health can also become an adversary at some point when we're trying to heal something, especially when it's chronic. When it's acute, the body kind of is pretty good about cleaning it up. But when it's been there a while, the body gets used to it. It's just like, things that we have psychologically that don't really bring us pleasure. They cause us annoyance or an agitation, but we're so used to it. If you go, okay, let's just throw that away, you're like, but I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been holding on to it for 20 years. What do I do with that? And so this just helps to move the system into a better functional space, you know? And then, how we do the healing classes, like we did the respiratory, digestive, urinary tract a few weeks ago. That would be like kind of the next phase. And then we're about to do the immune system, cardiovascular system, and endocrine system. That would also be like the next phase. And then a little bit later, we'll do the nervous system, muscular, and skin. So then there's a continuation of what we're doing here, deeper into the form and deeper into starting to treat the things that are causing the suffering in the body, be it a health issue, a symptom, whatever it might be. But we're unwinding it every step of the way. You know, it's a very different perspective, but it's a perspective that embraces both movement and spontaneity with repetition and maintenance. It's an approach that involves intuition and intellect, homeostasis and allostasis. Right? It's not a one or the other. It's a harmonization of the two, right? And so with that, uh, I might be projecting here, but I can't say enough good things about the cardiovascular system. This one's my jam, and I'm projecting it onto you guys tonight. Experience the one that I love this one so much. It's just, because the cardiovascular system, you're diminishing stress and the stress response. And it's impacting the vagus nerve. And it puts the body in a little bit more relaxed place, but it makes your mind work so much better. Each system has its own unique kinds of stresses. Like a very good example is in the endocrine system, or not the endocrine system, the immune system. What would you call super stressed out uh, part of the immunity? Like, what is the manifestation of stress in the immune system? Allergies. Allergies are a fight flight response in the immune system. Another one is autoimmune issues. Another one that's a byproduct of a stressed out immune system is you start to become deficient, like your immune system's not able to fight things off like it was before. So we're not just having these nice peaceful states, you're making the system work better. Like you're making the system function much better than it did before. Non-specifically, you're just making the whole thing function better. Then when you go to treat symptoms, everything becomes a little easier because everything's working. Like think about it like this. Your kitchen's dirty and it's been dirty for a little while. And then you pick up these really gross rags and a really super dirty mop and you go, I'm going to clean the kitchen. You move stuff around a bit, but did it get cleaner? Maybe a bit, but it's still you weren't working with good material. You weren't working with clean towels. You weren't working with a clean mop. So whatever you did, it might have moved it around a bit, but it's still what it is, right? It'll still settle in and be, a dirty kitchen again, right? And when we just do a symptom oriented approach, it's a lot like cleaning the kitchen with dirty towels and a dirty mop, you know, just doesn't do a lot, right? Might be satisfying for a moment, but not long term. So in this, you're going to pull out your blend impeccable. You have your blend impeccable. You're inhaling it, inhaling through the nose, out through the mouth. Your awareness is on your navel. And then move your awareness an inch and a half below your navel. You're still inhaling the impeccable blend. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And just let it go. And now you're going to pull out your mystic healer. Your mystic healer. You're inhaling, your awareness is on the front heart. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Move your awareness to the back heart, that area between your shoulder blades. Your front solar plexus, below your ribs on your upper abdomen. Your back solar plexus, the mid back area, below your shoulder blades. Your throat. Your awareness is on your throat. The bottom of the tailbone. And then your ajna, the area between your eyebrows. And then let go. You're going to pull out the blend self preservation. This is helping to allow the shift. Your awareness is on the front heart. You're taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. And then the back heart. Front solar plexus. The back solar plexus. Your awareness is on the throat. The bottom of the tailbone. And the ajna. And then pause and let go. Now you're going to pull out your Atlas Cedar. So again, your front heart. The back heart. Back heart. Your awareness is on the back heart. Uh, Front solar plexus. The area below your ribs. Your awareness is on the back solar plexus. Your throat. Your awareness is on your throat. Basic, the bottom of the tailbone. And then the ajna, the area between your eyebrows. And then just let it go. Now we're going to pull out the cardiac stress blend. So with a cardiac stress blend, again, you're inhaling on the front heart. The back heart. The front solar plexus. And then the back solar plexus. The throat. Your awareness is on the throat. The bottom of the tailbone, the basic chakra. And the ajna. Your awareness is on your ajna. Just let go. How's this feeling? Let's do that one more time. You're inhaling, your awareness is on the front heart. The back heart, the area between the shoulder blades. Your awareness is on the front solar plexus. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. The back solar. Your throat. Your awareness is on your throat. The bottom of the tailbone, the basic chakra. The bottom of the tailbone. The area between the eyebrows. Just let go. You're going to pull out your Shoranagati. Now we're going to clean up anything that has arisen because of this process. Your awareness is on the sex chakra, the Mingmen, the low back, the backside of the navel, front solar plexus, the back heart between your shoulder blades, The brain, your awareness is on your brain. In your crown, the top of your head. And just be still. Just be still for a moment. I'm going to pull out your Kadog Chimpo. You're inhaling with your awareness on the lungs. The lever, the right hand side below your ribs. The gallbladder. So if you go to the midline, 2 inches to the right, below the ribs. The kidneys, your awareness is on the kidneys. And then the spleen, the left hand side of the body below the ribs. Just pause. Be still. Notice how that makes you feel. How that makes you feel. Samantha said she has energy and feels relaxed. We have a few minutes before I jump over to the mystical practice, but if anybody wants a little short, quick share or question, can do it now.
Great question.
Hey.
If there's a lot of at the upper centers, does that mean that there was a lot to up from the process?
And does it mean
Or
what?
not? That there was, you said this was about whatever arose during the process. So I'm just, if that
so
meant there
if
was a lot to clean up.
not necessarily to clean up, like I mean it could be, but I'd say most likely, you're bringing in soul energy. The upper centers are becoming more activated, and they basically kind of start taking charge of the lower centers a little bit more. So it is a kind of transmutation, and the for that energy to come in and for there to be a shift, like those open centers really need to open up and be like a portal for that energy to come in. And so it just means energy is coming in. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And I think you said if you were working this process in conjunction with a stack, you would do this piece first and then the stack?
You could do it either way, but I'd say if you've been working the work program for a while, I would do the stack after the fact.
After this. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It's almost like when you're doing the mystical practices, you're almost doing them like inside out. And so like go inside, and then as you refine it, you're going to flush thing out to the aura, and then you do the stack and it just flushes that out like completely. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Okay, you guys, we're gonna let you go. I hope you enjoyed, and we will be doing more study group stuff with this, and this class will be taught again. So it's I consider it a foundational class for my process. So we're gonna go and do the mystical practice, and hopefully you can join us this weekend for the regeneration mashup. All three were free classes, so even if you didn't do one of them or all of them, just jump in with us. It'll be a nice kind of fun healing weekend. So take care.